Evening, everybody. My name is Tom Duffy, and I'm here to teach you how to inspect bunker gear, also known as personal protective equipment. As firefighters, how important is it to protect your life? How important? Very important, right?
Yep.
To ensure your safety while wearing this gear, it is important that you inspect it at least twice a year. The first thing you need is your gear. And the first thing I need is somebody from the audience to come up and help me inspect. Please come forward. Now I'm going to go over the gear that we need and show it to you. This is the bunker coat right here. And we'll give this to Mr. Rob. And then we have the helmet to protect your head right here. Then you have your bunker pants and boots, also known as your quick hitches, right here, so that way you can get in them rather fast. You have your SCBA mask, or face piece. You have gloves to protect your hands. And then you have a hood to protect your neck and your ears and your head. There you go. Now, what we're going to do is you need, as per NFPA 1851, all separable layers need to be inspected. And the first thing we'll start with is our bunker coat, because you have an outer shell and an inner shell, known as an outer lining and an inner lining, as you can see. Then you have a barrier right here that needs to be inspected. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this apart and inspect it. As you can see, with this bunker coat, you have a mesh lining that goes all the way down the arm and in the shoulders. You need to inspect that as well. The reason being is this is called a thermal barrier, which wicks away the heat when you go to move your shoulders or lift your arms. So when we inspect, we're inspecting with a fine-tooth comb and looking for any tears, rips, and things like that, and holes. Anything that may cause a problem when you're going to wear this to protect your life and the lives of others. So that is the outer shell, which is inspected. Rob, if you'll inspect that, I'll inspect this. Here's the inner lining or the shell. And with doing so, sometimes we turn them inside out. To inspect them, because this is what goes against our body right here. And in doing so, there's foam that's in here, and in this foam, it compresses over a period of time. So it's required to at least have it cleaned twice a year. Thank you. Rob, if you'll get the gloves and give me the hood, we'll inspect those. So here's the hood. This hood is sewn together, but it has a couple of layers to look at, and you want to sort of stretch it apart and see if you have any holes or abrasions or rubbing, because any little bit can cause a burn to your skin. So in doing so, and then you also want to make sure that you have the proper tag and that it is approved by the National Fire Protection Association. You want to do the helmet or the face piece?
I'll do the helmet.
Do the helmet. I'll let Rob inspect the helmet. Find any cracks, any tears in the liner for the neck. Strap isn't burnt. All the hardware is still good, tightened. So that's what he's inspecting for right now. Now I'm going to be inspecting my mask, and I start off immediately by looking at the mask, putting it up to light to see if I see any cracks. If I have any cracks, I need to remove it from service because that would deteriorate rather quickly in a fire. So I check for my rubber, my seal right here. I make sure that everything is good to go. Inspect it, make sure
Your adjuster doesn't want.
we'll have to fix that.
Okay.
That's a fail. So, with doing so, everything, when you check your face piece, you also want to check your straps and make sure that they are not very long or stretched out, because then you will not get a tight seal when you put it on your face. So, as we did with the bunker coat, we would do for the bunker pants as well. I'm not going to take them out since we've already demonstrated with the coat that it's exactly the same material, same type of thing. We'll check for make sure that we have latches so it latches and that it velcros. If you don't have these, that's a major problem. Then you want to look at the knees. The knees are the biggest part that get the most wear because we crawl. We stay low and smoke. So you can inspect all of this, and then you can also inspect right here at the cuff. And then you want to check your suspenders, make sure your suspenders are good and they're not loose because they will hold up your pants. And a lot of people think you don't need them, but you do because it takes that extra weight off of you. Then we go into our boots. Our boots can be leather, they can be rubber, but they have to have a steel shank and a rubber sole. Steel shank is to protect for any punctures or anything like that. When you're inspecting these, you want to look for cracks and holes. Make sure everything looks good on the inside and inspect it. And that is all that you're needing. As Firefighter Nation says in an article on how to perform a routine PPE inspection, it's day-to-day stress or torture from the elements can shorten the life of the components of this bunker gear, such as soot and smoke, nails, walking on the bottom of the cuff of your pants. So, in conclusion, this is how you properly inspect your gear twice a year. Thank you, Rob. If you would, you're more than welcome to sit down. This will ensure your life is as protected as those that you serve. Thank you. So, any questions?
Do you have to wash your gear?
Yes, gear has to be washed at least twice a year, and that's what I was demonstrating, where that foam in the gray liner, it compresses just like any other foam, but when you wash it, it re-expands it and gives it new life to help protect your skin a lot better.
How long does a set of gear last? Just wondering.
It all depends. It can be 6 months, and you have to look at how active are you, what station you're at, if you're busy, if you have a lot of fires, things like that. And most average is 10 years. In a paid department, it's 10 years. And after 10 years, it's taken out of service and you get a new set automatically.
Does this add additional weight to your body?
Oh, most definitely. It can add an additional 50 to 75 pounds. And then if you add the air pack, that's an additional 25 to 30 pounds as well.
Do volunteer fire departments have to follow the same inspection rules?
To an extent, yes, they do. Most volunteer fire departments will follow the same rules that the Texas Commission on Fire Protection follows, and that is what they fall under. Due to being a volunteer, sometimes they will let the gear go longer than 10 years.
Does someone keep track of the inspections and keep records on when they're inspected?
All gear is inspected by the quartermaster, all gear is inspected by a third-party company. And when it comes back, it goes to the station where it was taken from. But there is a list that we are given, and we put it in our file at the fire station. And in doing so, they also send one to the quartermaster, and the quartermaster keeps it on file as well.
And the quartermaster is,
The person who distributes equipment, whether it be hose, bunker gear, or face pieces, helmets,
Okay.
things like that.
thank you.
Thank you, and thank you. Oh, here's my audience.
And I was a participant.
Hi.
And thank you for your